subscribers, I'm Mr. My Calculator. Today we are discussing linearization. Shazing. And what that is approximating a function's derivative at a point. What do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is, let's say we have square root of 9 point, I don't know, 9.01 maybe, okay? And we need a formula to solve this. A formula now. We don't know it. Unless we know square root of 9 is 3 and it has to be a little bit more than that, we're not going to get an accurate answer. We want a formula for that. So we're going to derive a formula for linearization right now. Recall that f prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. You guys remember that? I had a video on the difference quotient. So, how do we derive this formula for linearization? First thing we want to do is erase this limit. Okay, now note that this equal sign doesn't exist there anymore. It's now an approximately equal to, because it's never going to be directly on the dot. It becomes incrementally more accurate, but it's never going to actually get there, aka limits. So we're left with this. Next thing we want to do is we're going to replace h with, here, write that, there, delta x. Now what is delta x? Delta x is a very small increment, like normally around 0.1, 2, or 3. Okay, so we want to solve for this f of x plus delta x term. We want to solve for this upper term right here. So what are we going to do? We have a denominator. Let's multiply by delta x. F prime of x times delta x is approximately equal to f of x plus delta x minus f of x, and we're just going to add f of x to both sides. So f of x plus f prime of x delta x is approximately equal to f of x plus delta x. Okay, that's our formula right there. This is our formula. So, how do we apply that? We're going to go through that right now. So, we're going to return to our example. Let's just shift the board so it's in the center. Turn to our example of square root of 9.01. Now, there's 4 things you want to look out for. The 4 elements of our equation. F of x. And you want to take note of them because they help you solve the problem easier. F prime of x, x, and delta x. Where delta x is a small increment, x is what we know, x is really like what we know. Like we can let x equal 9 because we know the square root of 9. We don't know 9.01. So x is going to be 9. Delta x is the change between this and x, so it's going to be 0.01, 0.01. And f of x and f prime of x are basically the functions that this asks for. F of x, of course, being square root of x, and f prime of x being 1 over 2 root x. Okay, we plug into the function now. We plug into that whole formula. So, here's what we get. We get square root of x plus delta x is approximately equal to square root of x. Hold on, I have to erase this. I have to get some more room. So, here, let's erase these. Square root of x plus delta x approximately equal to square root of x plus 1 over 2 square root of x times delta x, which is 0.01. Now it's just a matter of plug and chug, as we like to call it. Square root of 9.01, note 9 plus 0.01, which is delta x, is approximately equal to the square root of 9 plus 1 over 2 times the square root of 9 times 0.01. Simplifying out, we get the square root of 9.01 approximately equal to 3 plus 1 over 2 times 3 is 1/6. 1/6 times 0.01. Let's see, 01 would be 1/100th. So let's replace this with 100th. So it would be plus 1 over 1/600th. So this is approximately our function. And if you test this on a calculator, the error is actually very slim. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a practical solution on linearization. Hope you liked the video. If you don't, who cares? Rate, be sure to give me 5 stars, people. I'd really appreciate it. 5 stars and subscribe if you like. I'm Mr. Remont Calculator. I'll see you guys later. Oh, one quick note. I might be starting up my old channel again because supposedly YouTube got a function where you can restart your old channel. See you guys later.